All right, guys, I am sorry that I haven't been really picking up the camera a whole lot lately. I've kind of had a lot going on, but here is the state of the truck right now. And let me just catch you guys up. Here are some clips to kind of show what's been going on. For now, I can still take it apart and like paint like the suspension that's in it. Like I have new rear shocks and new upper control arms coming for it, and new struts for the front to make it like a 9-inch lift in the front, but it's still gonna be like a 7.5-inch lift in the rear. So I might have to jack the rear up later on. But if I were to just paint all this stuff, I'd basically have to do it this week because I have the rest of the week off, and doing the leaf springs is a big job. So I probably could only do it this week because I have the rest of the week off. And, you know, I don't know if I could get that done in a weekend, so I'd have to do it now while I still can, because the front end I could probably do in a whole week. But I just got to pull my rear hangers on my exhaust and drop it down because the front bolt on the other side is hitting my exhaust pipe right now. And then I just got to undo this side. I already got the lift block out of that side. And I'm going to have to add an inch to the rear because that U-bolt is fucked up where the bolt was. Like it stripped out. So if I add an inch to the rear, well, first off, it wouldn't look squatted in the rear, and then it would fix my whole U-bolt problem too. So I gotta find a little block for the bottom or whatnot to space it out. But then, yeah, then it'll be 8.5 in the rear and 9 in the front. So that should work out pretty good. So just pulling the leaves out right now and the lift blocks and all that to get it all painted up and looking good, and then slap it back together and have it done by Monday. So this is what I've been working on right here, the leaf springs and the lift blocks and all that stuff. And then the U-bolts over here, I still got to prep. And then I can paint the stuff, but I have no idea where my flashlight is. But here's the truck too. All sorts of goodies done to it. It's a 2010 Chevy Silverado 1500. So most of the rear end's torn out of it right now, but I gotta get that stuff painted tonight so then I can put it back together and have it done for Monday morning when the shop opens back up again. So I gotta find my flashlight so I can still paint tonight. All right, so I tore the whole rear basically of the truck out. Leafs are out, lifts out. I'm waiting on rear shocks. Those will be here on Monday. It's currently Saturday night, and I mean, well, if you guys, you know, this is my new location to work on it. So, you know, thankfully, you know, still got a hoist and whatnot, so I'm still able to do stuff like this and get the truck finished up for now and done for now, because you guys know the whole lift kit situation and everything like that. But yeah, I totally tore the rear out. Here's the rear drive shaft. You know, fuel tank is completely tore out of it. And yeah, so, you know, leaf springs are kind of a process. That's why I went ahead and did it while I had kind of some time off. But, you know, should have gave myself an extra day. But, you know, I'm sure I'll still be able to get her done. So, you know, a little stressed, but, you know how it is. So I usually try to, you know, figure things out and find a way to get it done anyways. But yeah, the location I'm at right now, I basically only have the weekend, and like, you know it's a running business, so it has to be out of here for the day type situation. So like if it's a weekday, it have to be a quick little thing at night. But on the weekend, I have, you know, the weekend to work on it. But, you know, it has to be done for Monday morning and be out of here. So, you know, one of those situations going on. But, you know, I got the leaf springs all tore apart. I took the packs apart and I fully prepped them. I just got a whiz wheel with a green disc on it. I believe it's 80 grit, or, you know, whatever it is for the whiz prep pad tool here. So, you know, there's the pad. That's the tool I was using. You know, just kind of rip through them quick. I mean, guys, the lift kit I want, I mean, I'm just gonna wait. You know, I'm in no hurry for a lift kit now. You know, I'm just gonna save up and stuff and whatnot, and, you know, just have the truck finished for now, rather than waiting, because they don't even know when they're gonna get supplies and get a kit in and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna use what I have here and just get it looking complete for now. So I went ahead and just kind of did a quick, you know, that's why I just ripped through it with that. You know, I could have, you know, used like some fine sandpaper, you know, made it really smooth, so it would look really nice, you know, not all textured and stuff like that once it's painted. But I just did a quick little job. Well, I mean, it still took a while. There's a little voice crack, but it still took a while. And yeah, so like, you know, this stuff's time consuming, but I'm getting it done. And you know, tomorrow's Sunday, so I gotta get all this stuff painted and put on for Monday. So, you know, stressing out about that. But you know, all this stuff's getting replaced anyways when I do get a new lift kit. So that's why, you know, I can just do kind of a quick job anyways. And then like next weekend, I'm gonna do the whole front end and replace the whole front end and get the front diff put back in it and get this thing really looking complete. And then I gotta do headlights, mirrors, tail lights, tailgate, and get it all finished up. And then, yeah, the color doesn't really match from the body panels, but I'll deal with that later. I'm just trying to get all this done. And I think that this is gonna look so good in the rear once it's done. It's gonna look so good being all colored and stuff. But I need to be able to paint it all. And, you know, I'm running tight. I still have a few parts left to prep, mainly just U-bolts and stuff like that, because there was 8 for the rear for this lift kit. But it's late already. It's actually probably like, well, technically Sunday already. And I was gonna paint tonight, but I have no idea where my flashlight is, and I need my flashlight, you know, to shine it. You know, my flashlight's like one of these. I'm sure you guys have seen it in other videos, but it's blue. And I was gonna use that to shine at my parts while I painted them, and, you know, be all good there. But I have no idea where it is. Guys, this is my toolbox, by the way, too. But yeah, so I either gotta figure something out and stay up really late and get it all painted, or I just wake up really early. But I'm not really too fond of the mornings. I'm not really a morning person, so that doesn't really work for me. So yeah, so I'm kind of in a pickle here. But, you know, like I said, I'll figure it out and get it done. But yeah, so I'm finishing the whole rear end, and I have shocks coming on Monday. I have upper control arms coming on Monday. So next weekend I should be able to do the whole front end too, and really get this thing looking complete, all blue and whited out. I believe the rear is gonna look really sweet. I mean, you guys can let me know when it's all done, but you know, you guys can trust me on this one. I think it's gonna turn out really good. And then you know, get the whole suspension all buttoned up and looking good, and then I can worry about other stuff, like I said, the headlights, mirrors, all that stuff. Maybe get my other antenna working, and then do some lighting, you know, get the lights wired up, get a bow tie in the center of it again like it had before, and then get some you know, wheel lighting and underglow and all that good stuff going for it. So, and of course, get it roadworthy and out to shows and stuff. And then if you guys are local, you guys can see her out and about at shows and whatnot. So you know, that's the whole plan. So I gotta get all this stuff painted. The stuff I'm doing white, I'm just gonna rattle can, just cause, you know, white's white, it's the same color, it's just in a rattle can, and it dries like 4 times faster, or, you know, over twice as fast, I'd say. So, you know, of course I'd do it that way, and it's a lot easier to do it that way rather than spraying it all and stuff, and, you know, it just works out better. But for the blue is gonna take a while, because the blue, you know, it's not an all-in-one. You have to you have to prime it, base it, and then clear it. So, you know, it's kind of like a 3 or 4 hour process. Depending on how much you're doing, it could take up to like 6 hours or something. But yeah, like a whole truck could take like the whole day to paint, and then you gotta wait like a whole day for it to dry. And yeah, so having an oven would be super nice, but you know, I don't have an oven and I don't have a paint booth. So I just gotta paint this stuff outside or wherever I can, and then get it all put back on. I'm mainly concerned about this stuff because to get to the bolts for the leaf springs, like I said, I had to pull the fuel tank, which is right there, and you know, pull a hitch off and all that stuff. And you know, otherwise with that stuff in there, like you could probably just drop the rear end down enough, probably undo the rear shocks if, you know, most trucks have rear shocks. So I didn't put them back in this one yet, but anyways, you know what I mean, and be able to undo stuff like that. But man, this truck's turning out really good. I cannot wait for the rear end to be done, and then I can move on to the front end, which would be a lot faster. The front end, I can basically prep all the parts that I have without actually taking it apart, and then the only stuff I am reusing and having to paint are the knuckles and then the lift blocks, the drop down brackets. So everything else is getting replaced basically, except the brakes, but the brakes are already done, as those of you who have been following the build will know. And you guys can kind of see them right there. But yeah, it's really coming along. I'm trying to get it all done, and kind of tough, but you know, got something that works. So I just gotta get it painted and reinstalled. So anyways, I'm gonna see what I can't get done tonight, and I will update you guys with what I end up doing. All right guys, so it is currently 2:20, and I finally got all of the parts prepped and ready to go. The U-bolts took a little bit, but as you can see, they're all here and shiny and, you know, cleaned up. You know, I could have done like a way quicker, like, you know, half-ass job doing all this stuff, but you know, I could have made all of it basically look like these lift blocks. These lift blocks aren't the greatest, but you know what? I got all the high spots off of them, and you know what? They're pretty smooth, so you know, it is what it is, because no matter what I do for a lift kit, those will definitely get changed. And I don't think I mentioned it, but I'm adding another inch to the rear anyways. That's going to stack on the bottom of these. I know that you're not supposed to really stack your blocks, or at least they say not to and whatnot. But, I mean, like, I'm not going to be towing with it. Like, you know, I'm not racing it or nothing. Like, you know, she's going to be a mall crawler, guys. So, I mean, you know, it's going to be no big deal. Plus, I mean, I've installed, like, leveling lift kits that stack the factory spacer with another 1-inch spacer. So, I mean, it can't be too big of a deal. But I mean, it is a pretty big spacer, but it would fix my U-bolt problem too. Like I think you guys saw earlier, they're getting pretty rough where those nuts were. So if I drop it down an inch, should have just enough, and should look pretty good. Hopefully I don't run out of thread, but we should be good. So anyways, like I said, it's really late, but I'm gonna try to get up super early to get in, get all this stuff painted, so that I can put it all together in like 24 hours from now or whatnot, and have my truck all done. But like I said, I'll probably paint, well, I do want to paint the blue first actually, because it takes the longest. And well, actually in between coats, like when I'm waiting for the epoxy to dry or waiting for the base coat to dry, I could probably paint the white, but I gotta find a way to set it all up. That's gonna be the hardest thing, and trying to hang these big old heavy leaves, but I'll figure it out. These are really nice because they got the holes on that end. These I could just go through the bushings, and these, you know, got holes on the end, so it shouldn't be too bad to hang them all. But finding something, I don't know if my coat hangers are gonna be strong enough to hang them, but I'll have to figure all that out in the morning. I'm probably gonna be super tired, but gotta get up super early, so I'm gonna get like no sleep. At least that's the plan. We'll see if I can actually get up or not, but I gotta paint it all in the morning so that, you know, that's my only chance of getting this thing done for Monday. So I mean, basically it has to be done in 24 hours. And you know, if you guys have ever painted before, paint takes a long time to dry, and you know, I'm really gonna be pushing my chances painting it that early. But I mean, I gotta paint it like as soon as like the sun comes up and stuff and it starts to warm up out, you know. I mean, I got all my paint over there, so pretty much ready to go. I think I'm just gonna tack cloth it or give it a quick wipe down and shoot it. And yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, I gotta jump up in my box. I got a few chains back there and stuff, you know, like the chains I use for hanging the frame and stuff like that. So maybe on these big main leaves I'll have to chain them to something, but I'll get it all figured out and I'll get them painted in the morning. So hopefully I can get up early enough. I got a bunch of alarms set, so I guess I will catch you guys in the morning and I will be painting all these parts. And hopefully, well, no matter what, it has to be back together tomorrow. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully I can get it all finished.